All right, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Stardom Benham Fantasy Football Podcast, where gambling meets fantasy. I'm your host, Brendan Shelley. I'm with my guy, Dan Ambrose. Dan, what's going on, dude?
Not a whole lot. Very heartbreaking weekend for me. I have never sustained so many bad beats in my life. It was just one right after another last week. It was started with the Rams, like we discussed, and then it just got worse. College was terrible. NFL was terrible. Got a little bit back Monday night game, but wow. I was funny. I was watching the Bad Beats segment, which I never watch ESPN at night with Van Pelt, and I'm just like, oh, yep, bet that game. Yep, bet that game. Yep, bet that game. Like, this is crazy. So it's part of the swings. So just got to get through it.
We got crushed too, so that's fun. My major bets did okay, but the ones that I kind of went through, and I'm not going to do this again. I think that was a poor choice. I didn't bet all those bets. I said that in the recording as well. I literally just went through my favorite picks of those games. They sucked, and I apologize to my listeners. I should only recommend bets I bet. I gave a whole list. I was getting cocky. My percentages were really good. And I figured, let's keep this rolling. And holy shit, it was not a gravy train. If anything, it was a disaster. So if you followed me on all the bets, you might be in trouble at your home because you hit 33% of your bets this week.
You don't have a home, so there's that. So.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So it's a big day in the house here for Shelley's. All right. So this house, the stained glass windows, the church of fantasy football will be no more, coming soon. We have officially sold this house today. I'm about to sign the paperwork, and we have bought a house in Las Vegas. So what a shit show of a day. Meanwhile, it is my second to last day at my job. So it's been a goddamn dumpster fire. So, yeah, exciting times here. But thank you for pointing out. Yeah, I don't have a home right now. I literally am kind of, until I sign this other paper, I'm officially homeless because we've signed away this one. Yeah. So
I think you'll be all right.
I think we're going to be fine. And then for the viewers, obviously, this is so much better because Dan and I are going to be literally a drive away from each other, and you can get some live content. We can get this going. Dan's got some fun ideas for the off season and next season. So we got a lot going on. I just want to point out though, if you were in the fantasy playoffs, if you're most likely in the championship this week, or you got bent over by phenomenal fantasy players that were supposed to carry us, like Josh Allen.
If it's not fantasy football finals this week, should you just quit that league moving forward? Like if the finals is week 18, like is that kind of BS?
No. So it's funny you say that. Yeah, I think you should. I hate having the last week in week 18. I don't do that. I refuse to be in leagues that do that.
It's just always something that always comes up, right? And people talk about it. Like sometimes I'll hear it's mainly people, like they watch football but don't really watch it. And it's like, oh, we're in the finals this week. I'm like, oh, you're in one of those leagues, right? So
yeah, it's so true. I hope none of your players are on winning teams, right? I've lost games in dumb leagues and I've never done them again. So
from a betting standpoint too, like when I'm looking at these games this week, like it's hard for me to bet on games that don't matter anymore, like they have no implication for anything.
Playoff implications, exactly.
It's funny, I didn't even tell you this. When we were talking through the games last week, you had mentioned the Bengals just kicking the shit out of the Dolphins, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna come out and Ewers is playing and stuff like that. I actually went with the Bengals this week, so that was one of the games I won. So I was never going to even touch that game until you said that, and I kind of thought about it. I was like, oh, I like that.
And what exactly is playing? I think that was our most productive game too. Ewers hit those prop bets for us because the game scripted went exactly as I envisioned it. What didn't happen this week, we did get a lot of refunds, by the way. A lot of these prop bets, we got refunded on those bets. So I know it says 33%, but we were pushed on, I want to say 6 of them. We had so many damn injuries this week. And players not even playing before the game. That Cincinnati game, for instance, we called, I think Samaje Perine was one of them. He didn't even play.
Yeah.
So these are the things that, like, you get refunded these bets. I know it sounds crazy. People are going to be like, what the hell is up with this guy? I've never had that where a sportsbook can refund now the injuries after the first quarter. A lot of they all competing. They're all trying to get your business. So they refund you with injuries for prop bets. I swear to God, it's never done that for me until this year. I've had it happen a few times. Previously, I didn't even know this was a thing. I know it sounds ignorant, but I love this. This is one of my favorite insurances.
I hope you enjoyed it because it's over for you now.
They're going to take that away?
Don't happen out here.
Oh, that's why I didn't know it, Dan. All the years we did props out there, I never had that.
The big
That's
boys.
exactly
It's
why.
the big leagues out
Oh,
here.
that
None of this
sucks.
DraftKings, millennial.
FanDuel,
I
DraftKings,
can't.
Bet365,
Yeah,
they all do it.
when you make a bet out here, like you make a bet, like
You deal with the
I
ramifications.
to me, I don't like it either because I think that it's not that they refund you, right? It's fine, whatever, but like they pick and choose. There's no rules behind it.
It's true.
You know
There
what I mean?
really
So, like,
isn't.
so they for all we know, they could have $1 billion on one side, right? And
Yep.
then they're gonna be like, well, this week we're not doing it.
Yep.
So
Do you remember
it's like,
the epic fight I had with them that over that there was a kicker in the playoffs. They didn't pay me or something like that. And I fought, it was like a week-long fight where I was just going back and forth with their support. It was William Hill
mhm.
for the people in the call. Nevada does not like to pay. And they've effed
And
up.
when he says that, he means Nevada. So
All right. I tried to say it the right way too. I got to get used to that. But I've lived there for 10 years, folks. I still can't say the goddamn word.
yeah,
But
Nevada and water. It's a struggle for this guy.
it's delicious water in Nevada. It's perfect. But yeah, they don't like to pay out there. They will fight you to tooth and nail. I remember that. But let's hit the ground running for the folks here. A lot of injuries this weekend. Dan's favorite player, JJ McCarthy, he's officially out this week. So that's gonna be hilarious. That team is so bad. They look just not good. The
Need one
Vikings
more
this
loss
week
from them,
again.
so I can deal
Yeah.
with that, I guess. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
you
I mean,
were on the money with that
we
one.
can say that the Vikings look terrible, right? But the Giants are a dumpster fire. So
I know.
the fact that they couldn't even come out with the win on that, like, I'm not saying that Dart isn't the answer in New York. Maybe he's got it,
Yeah.
but he might not be.
I'll tell you what, he was not the answer last weekend, and he destroyed us on a couple props because we bet the over on that game. And I think he had like 7 yards. It's like that scene from Black Sheep. You ever seen a movie with Tommy, not Tommy Boy, Jesus Christ, but Chris Farley and David Spade, where the officer pulls him over. He's like, you know how fast you were going? And he just looks around all bug-eyed. He's high as shit. And he's like, I don't know. And he goes on about how fast the car is. And the guy's like, 7 miles an hour. That's literally what just happened here.
What am I missing with this game? I mean, I know we kind of talked about it before the show, but like he played the whole game, right? Dart did?
Dart played the whole game. They did not run. They did not throw a pass, Dan, until the middle of the second quarter.
Yeah, 7 for 13 for 33 yards.
I wasn't lying. I'm not kidding. He had 7 yards passing pretty much. It is insane. It reminded me, I don't even know where to go with this. I heard the update. I had NFL Red Zone on my phone, and I'm like, because we're running errands, of course. Why, what other day to run errands but during football on your playoff weekends? We don't do it she respects every Sunday. Then finally playoffs come along. We got to do shit on Sundays. I'm like, what's happening? Don't do this now. So, but anyway, going back, Rant, at least I know you're listening. I'm sorry. Honestly, I'm just so confused with that game. I heard the update around like second quarter. Like that's the first pass he completed. I'm like, wait a minute. It's like 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Right. Like, what is happening? So what an ugly, ugly game. That didn't go over. And McCarthy, trash, hurt his hand, something with his finger, hairline fracture or some shit. And I understand the Vikings defense is atrocious against the run, but to not throw passes is bizarre. Yeah. I mean, it was just
load up
strange.
the box and see what happens.
Yeah, Mike Kafka's like, let's see what Tyron Tracy can do. Like that's all that game was. Devin Singletary, let's get you out there again. Very odd game, but didn't hit anything. A couple other injuries.
So Shador got hurt too, right? So
yeah,
Gabriel came in. The shit show.
Yeah, he bet
in there. So
that was another one of those fun bets. We didn't get refunded on that one because it's too late in the game, but we were literally one goddamn completion away from our attempt, not completion, one more attempt.
Yeah, 1.5
from
Shador. I think you had 30 and a half. I think you had to 29. So yeah, but you needed 2 more passes, right? So
yeah, with a couple minutes left to play in the game,
we would have got it.
So of course injuries got us on that one. We lost on a hook on a few. Maybe we would have lost in the end. Or maybe they just changed game script because
or maybe they realized, oh wait, Gabriel can't throw, so Gardner Minshew goes down after. If you play for the Chiefs and you're a quarterback, you just tear your ACL. So who's next?
That's a thing, and I was watching that one too. I don't even know how to say his last name. Olodikun?
Call him Big O.
Big O. I like that. Let's do that. Big O. So moving forward on this podcast, he is Big O. Thank you. You just saved both of our lives. Excellent. All right, boy. Well, let's see what Big O can do out there. I mean, his stats looked okay. What I saw, it did not look great, but his stats look pretty good on paper. We can see what he can do fantasy wise. I do have some props on him, so that'll be fun to get into. But let's just go into the games, man. We got a lot to talk about. I got a lot of paperwork to sign. My wife's waiting outside this door angrily.
So
get this rolling.
We'll just stick with Big O, I guess, and we'll go with the Broncos Chiefs. Broncos are minus 13.5 now going into Kansas City. I don't really have much to say. I mean, I think the Broncos should take care of this easily. 13.5 feels right. I don't see why it wouldn't, and I'm not betting it.
Yeah, I'm going to bet a few here. I like Big O over 4.5 rush attempts. Once again, inexperienced quarterback. Actually, he's 28 years old, by the way. He's been around. This guy's been popping around, just never really saw field time. So 4.5 rush attempts. Broncos defense phenomenal. You know, the defensive rush, he's going to have to run for his life. And I can see him just getting out of the pocket and seeing open field and having that inexperienced mind taking the yards he can get. I also like Kareem Hunt. Andy Reid is classic to get an offense going with a backup quarterback with screens. And Kareem Hunt, although he's not their third down back, he is good out of the backfield. And I like him over 25.5 rushing and receiving yards. That, to me, makes sense. Rushing and receiving combined, Kareem Hunt over 25.5. As for the game, or the rest of the game, nothing stands out. I probably look down the bottom of the barrel for the Broncos wide receivers, because I think by quarter 3 or 4, a lot of these rookies are going to get in and get their experience.
That's fair. You buying into Kelsey giving it his all?
Giving it his all? I love that quote. Yeah, no, I'm not buying that at all. Not buying. He's got $1 billion insurance policy. What is he? He's fine. He's going to be just fine.
He's not going to do anything to risk injury right now.
No,
if he's really going to be done, if he's really going to be done this year, there's no way he's going to go out there and try to risk injury.
I don't think he's going to be done.
Mess anything
He's got to turn it back. He's got to come back.
I don't think the Chiefs want him back.
I think so, yes, because in the interim, from the locker room presence, number 1, because Mahomes security blanket, number 2. Number 3, who they got behind him? Noah Gray? That guy's dropped major balls.
But you just go get somebody, right?
They very much well could. We'll see what happens this offseason, but that could be something they target at a tight end, like you're saying, either in the draft, which I think would be the smartest move, or via even trade, if they are wrapping it up. So,
all right. Let's go next game. Lions versus Vikings. Lions are minus 7.5. I wish I would have got this at minus 7.
Yeah.
I actually love the Lions in this spot. I keep losing money on them week after week, but I think they have to win. Vikings backup quarterback, Bromser, is that his name? Bromser?
Yeah. Max Brosner.
Brosner, there you go. Trash. Not his fault, just not prepared. And
I got you.
Yeah, so I think that the Lions roll here.
I'm with you. And the bet that I like more than any, I can't find because of this, I'm going to actively pursue kneels by Jared Goff, not kneels, but rush attempts, we'll call them.
Okay.
And if we see over 2.5, 3.5 at minus anything all the way up to minus 145, I'm taking that.
You don't see any attempts for him?
Do you? What do you got?
I'm just asking. I don't see it. So
no, I don't see it on. I use the app that the API set up for all books, and it's not pulling anything.
No, I only have 3 people on there right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only ones I see is Jameer, Aaron, and David Montgomery. That's the other one too. Jordan Mason's hurt, so it's Aaron Jones backfield. So maybe I guess we could do rushing and receiving yards. Where's he over at? Yeah, I don't like this that much. This game, I don't like. Yeah, let's do it. I like Aaron Jones over 16.5 rushing and receiving yards. He's going to be their only offense there. They will be giving him the ball. They'll be doing little screens to him. He's got good hands this season. He's also
see that number, just so you know. I see 83.5.
Rushing and receiving?
Yep.
I'll share my screen. Oh, it's rushing yards. You're right. Never mind. I'm out. Yeah, I'm done. Done with this game. No, that's it. I'm going to stay with this. All right. He's averaged, because I like that bet, because he's averaged 62 a game in rushing and receiving. That's it. And they're being extremely aggressive versus a subpar defense. I understand that, but I don't know. I'm going to stay away from that. I don't like this game. Like I said, Jared Goff kneels is the only one that really shouts strength for me. Outside of that, with Brosner, like we talked about, we have no idea what's going to happen. I guess you could gamble and say Justin Jefferson gets X amount of receiving yards. Maybe that's going to be actually decent. And he is at 61.5. That's not decent enough for me, Dan.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, I
Yeah.
don't think so.
No.
So
If it was 50, I'd feel comfortable. 61.5, I'm not going near that number.
right. All right. So that's enough on that, I guess.
Yeah.
Love the
Sorry,
Lions.
folks.
Love the Lions. We don't really have much for prop. And
No.
the last game on Thursday, so there'll be 3 games Thursday, which is actually going to be the first game because I went backwards in this. Cowboys Commanders. Cowboys -7 right now versus the Commanders. We were talking before the show. You love Dallas in this situation.
I do. They're going to pummel them. I mean, we've seen what the Commanders have done the last few weeks. They haven't played well, and now it's bad. So Mariota's still out, right? Isn't he out?
Yeah, that's what I heard this morning. Or I was watching a show this morning, and it sounds like he's not playing. So I think I don't disagree with you. I still don't. I don't know that Cowboys defense, man. It's hard to bet on them, and especially now when they have nothing to play for, right? So
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
the over under in that game though, 50.5. So they do expect some scoring there, but I mean, if Mariota's out, maybe it's not even worth that, right? Like maybe it's under is the play.
Mhm.
Dallas wins 31-0, and we call it a day.
I still like your thought process with that Dallas defense. They've been playing better, but I can see this being a
let's go home.
I don't know.
It's time
quiet,
for Cancun.
Yeah, exactly. I can see this quietly being one of those games where the obscure guys on the Commanders hit their bets pretty easily. So I'm looking at them though. I don't see anything that shouts out. Who's your backup now? Is it Jeff Driscoll? Is he the third string? That's what I'm seeing online.
Oh,
I didn't even know he was
right?
still in the league.
I know, right?
Yeah. How old is he? Jesus Christ.
I thought Josh Johnson came in. Is that
I thought so too. I did read that as well.
Josh Johnson.
It's Josh Johnson.
It's Josh Johnson.
Okay, Josh Johnson. So he is trending towards playing. It's Josh Johnson, the ageless wonder that's never done anything in his career. I think he has the record for playing for the most NFL teams, though. I think he's already played for the Commanders at one point. I'm sure of that. So, yeah.
All right.
It looks like they signed Jeff Driscoll as a backup. That's what I'm seeing here. So they got the
that's
oldest,
awesome.
most obscure guys from our childhood they could think of and threw them on the Commanders as their quarterback. So this could be fun. A little throwback game. Let's see who the Dallas's backup is, because he's probably going to be in later this game too. Let's get Quincy Carter in there. Throw in some old school Dallas quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
What's Vinny Testaverde doing, right?
Yeah, bring him out.
So that'll do it.
That'll
do it for Thursday's games, right? So that'll be the Christmas games, and then
I got some props on that game.
Oh, you
Dallas
got
game.
it?
Yeah,
We did.
No, I was just asking who the quarterback was.
Oh,
I did. I like Javonte Williams. His efficiency has not, from the receiving end, has not been as strong as it was in the beginning, but they're still throwing on the ball. So I like Javonte Williams over 9.5 receiving yards. I'll do it again. I'll do it till really we get rocked on this. And then Jake Moody, I think he lost last week for us, but over 6.5 kicking points to me, it's very low versus I don't know. You know what? No, screw that. I don't like Jake Moody kicking because they have nothing to play for. They're going to go for it. If I'm Dan Quinn, I'm going for it every opportunity I can. If I'm in the red zone, why not? Who cares?
Why not? Right? Yeah.
You take your points. If it's under 5 yards, I'm going for it. So that's what I would do. That attitude.
Yep. I don't
about it for that game.
I worry about Moody too, as far as like maybe they can't even move the ball, right? If it's I don't know. I don't know what to really expect. I guess 50 and 9.
I think they can move the ball. I would look for Chris Rodriguez bets too. I think he's a sub. He's average running back, but that Dallas defense is not. They're below average.
I get it, but man, I watched Johnson play a little bit when he went in there. It wasn't great either.
It's very boring. Very boring.
Yes. So I mean,
and you know what's crazy? I don't even see. What was that? I'm sorry.
5 for 9 with 1 interception. I mean,
oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Stud numbers. Hall of Fame, buddy.
I like your Williams bet though.
The Chris Rodriguez ones, I only see in the first quarter.
Don't have it up. They just have Javonte Williams up. 89.
For our listeners, he has good hands. He comes out of the backfield. He was originally kind of a third down back that was rotating in and out with Jeremy McNichols. Jeremy McNichols is now officially the third down back. Rodriguez, though, he's averaging about 36, 37 yards in the ground per game. So do that math, add a little bit addition. I would be comfortable getting all the way up to 45, 50 yards rushing and receiving for Chris Rodriguez if it's there. It's probably going to be more than that. Let's go 55, 60. It's not listed. I'd be comfortably going all the way up to 60 for Chris Rodriguez. Receiving and rushing.
I watched him play last week. I mean, is he going to be the back you think moving forward? Like,
No,
do you
no,
think this is it for him
no.
this year or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got ball control issues he had in the past. I like the burst and he's a big boy. So I enjoy watching Rodriguez. I think he's a good running back, but I
Where
think
did he
he's
play
a
prior?
system running back. Nowhere. This is his only
Oh, this
team.
is his only spot. Yeah.
Yeah, they drafted him 2 years ago.
Okay.
This is his first team.
Okay.
All right.
Moving to Saturday, right? Because we're gonna go over the 2 Saturday games as well, since
Yeah.
the 3 Christmas games. Not much better, I guess, as far as action goes. I guess it's a little bit better. Texans Chargers. Chargers right now -2. You can get -1.5 if you really like them. I kind of lean Texans here. I don't. I don't.
I kind
have a
of
play-
I kind of
play on it.
agree with you.
Yeah.
hmm You know, I'm big on the Chargers. My original projections had the Chargers Eagles in the Super Bowl, but they haven't like beat up on people. They did last week though, Dan, and that was cool. It was good
Yep.
to see Herbert get his mojo back versus that shitty defense. So I would have leaned with the Texans with you, but because of my projections and because of what I saw last week from Herbert and what I expected to see more often this season, I'm going to go with the Chargers in this game. I like them. I do. And I think I like this is my heavy prop game. I got 4 different bets that I feel very good about this because of the opportunity for the Chargers to kind of sling it versus a very good defense. I think it's going to happen. So the one bet I like, CJ Stroud throwing an interception. The reason I like it, honestly, and I think he averages, I don't know how much he averages a game,
I think it
but
was a
I need to look at
.7 or
it.
something like that. I looked at it
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah, to me, like in the Chargers defense, they're okay. They're not the best, but they've been playing well. And I think the Texans are just playing really strong. But Stroud, some of the throws he's made the last few weeks have just been head scratchers, some of them. And I think this is going to end up with an interception. As the Chargers lead the game, he's going to make some poor decisions, and the script will have him throwing interceptions. On paper, it just makes sense. And that for me, at the plus money is why I did it. I got a plus 126. And so I love that. It's a phenomenal vig there.
I think there's also, I guess you could kind of argue, more at stake too for the Chargers in this game if they win this one, and then I think they play the Broncos week 18, and then that would be for the division, and quite possibly, I'm not sure how accurate this is, but it could be for the number 1 seed as well if New England trips up sometime between now and then. I mean, I guess I'll have to take a look at it when we get closer, see if the line moves anymore. Initial reaction is Texans. I love that defense.
Yeah, they're so good.
It's just
They are so fun.
You're just gambling.
I agree.
And it feels like they're just a Nico Collins injury away from just having this season go back to shit. And
it's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what else they got. Like there's Nico, every time they need a big play, he's there, right? So
Yep.
I don't know.
I got a couple wide receiver bets because the money's there. And John Johnson, we saw what he did early in the season. It kind of tapered off as the season progressed. People picked up on it. Johnson got hurt a few times, but he came back again last week, and Herbert was looking at him every other play. So I like Johnson at over 3.5 catches at plus 160. That screams value. I wouldn't hammer that, but I like that bet. And then Keenan Allen, good old reliable, over 3.5 catches at plus 110. So all the bets I like in this game, minus this next one I'm going to talk about, are plus money. So which means for my listeners that are not strong bettors, your first episode or whatever, plus money means it's more advantageous for the books. So the odds are more leaning on the book side. But for me, I see real value here. I think it's an opportunity to take advantage of them. And then finally, you got Cameron Dicker, over 7.5 points. He's one of the best kickers in the NFL. And to me, that Texans defense is very capable of stopping any offense in the red zone. So Cameron Dicker getting 7.5 total points sounds wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, 7. Yeah. I mean, what's the over-under is what in this game?
The over-under, I just had it up to. What do you
39.5. So they're, I mean,
39.5.
It's low, right?
It's extreme. Well, it should be. You're playing one of the best, if not the best defense in the NFL is playing. Yeah. So they deserve the credit to have that score a little bit lower. And the Chargers have been playing okay. They're just decimated by injuries.
Right.
Yeah. It screams value to have plus money on guys like Keenan Allen, who Herbert continuously targets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a given, especially as his whole career, as the season goes on, who does he look for? He looks for Keenan Allen. And now Keenan Allen's back. He's looking for him. So I like this a lot. And oh my God. Johnston, I keep saying Judkins. He got hurt, by the way, last week too. We didn't talk about that. That sucked. I'm a big Judkins on the field fan.
You're hoping that he can bounce back because it sounds like they said knee and maybe even ankle.
It's rough. Yeah, it's really rough. But if you got guys like Nick Chubb, now mind you, he's a shell of what he was, but some of these guys can come back from injuries that are absolutely unheard of, a couple years back.
Right.
So what's the next game? What do we got?
Last game for Saturday will be Ravens-Packers. I was excited about it until last week, and now I'm like, whatever, we'll see what happens. Packers, that was a rough one for me last week. I had them money line, looked great. Mm-hmm. Everything was fine. No, I had them plus 1.5. Everything was fine. I think that if Love stays in that game, let's say that everything happens the exact same way, I think I end up winning my bet because I think the Bears end up going for 2 at the end. I think the only reason they don't go for 2 when they scored that late touchdown
because they knew he was out.
Yeah, because Malik's out, and they were starting to dominate. Like Willis was starting to kind of lose it a little bit. You could see the momentum swinging, and I think that's why he's like, "Nah, I'll just take my shot in overtime with him." But I think if Love was playing, there's no chance they would have taken that to OT.
Yeah, no question.
But for us, on a positive note on that game, Caleb Williams' touchdown pass cashed our over 22.5.
That was such an easy pick. That was like our pick of the year too. We talked about that. I'm like, I don't understand this. This is weird. That and the Jared Goff 4,000 yards.
I forgot to mention it on the Lions one, right? Like we hit that one as well. So I had 38.50. You took the alternate line at 4,000. He's already at 4,000.
Right. Yeah, I know. It was easy. I don't understand. Those were just bizarre. And it was one of those where like either we're smarter than everybody or this is the trappiest shit we've ever seen. And it wasn't a trap. Thank God. We weren't smarter than anybody. I've never been. But it made sense and it hit. That's my favorite kind of bets. Very, very rare occasion when it makes sense and it hits. If it makes sense and you think it makes sense, usually you're going to lose that bet. Right. More times than not, that's going to lose.
Speaking of science, a lost bet I made preseason, that I was feeling really, really good about. I had Tampa. I just realized I had Tampa over 9.5 wins. I mean,
that's a shame.
That was looking awesome.
Yeah.
And just completely went to shit the last month and a half. That team too is I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't know who's going to win that division. That's crazy to me.
It is. Dude, it blows my mind. I sent you that text today. Baker Mayfield just fell off a cliff. And you called this early on. I love the guy. I love watching him play, but what a stupid throw at the end of the game there. It just was, he's trying to be a hero. He puts the hero cap on and.
Yeah, it just drives me crazy. Like, I get it. The personality, the way he plays and all that stuff does not translate well when he comes late in the season. It just doesn't. And it's what he proves. I'm not saying he's not a winner but he's not, right? Like he hasn't really. He hasn't really done anything.
He wants to win.
Yeah.
He has the drive. He's got the dog in him. Yep.
Yeah, and for sure. I just can't get there. And
it's amazing that the Browns just shipped him out for nothing, though. Even I understand he's not the answer to all their problems, but to have a guy that's scrappy in a city like Cleveland, you're going to lose anyway. We keep losing with a guy everybody loves. I mean, like, obviously they don't want to lose. I'm joking.
Right.
But, just to me, it's amazing to me, the irony that the dog pound let go of one of the biggest dogs in the NFL.
Well,
that guy, I love his drive.
Let's stay. I'll kind of go down that same road with you with Tampa Bay. Imagine just letting Liam Cohen walk out the door and thinking that Todd Bowles will be fine.
Yeah, I know that problem. You ever heard of Kevin Patula? He's Eagles offensive coordinator. So exactly, we let one walk and become a head coach in New Orleans. It is what it is. I mean,
yeah, but you're not going to fire Sirianni.
No,
like Todd Bowles is not great, and it's not like he was fantastic last year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He was okay. Yeah, I label him as a good coach. I don't think he's a great coach. I think he's a good coach.
You know where that comes from? I know where that comes from. Your love for the Jets. You wish he was still in.
Oh, God damn it!
Everything always has to come back to that goddamn team.
It's just coincidental, everybody. I swear. It's crazy. too many roads verging at the goddamn Jets. Oh my God, dude. All right, I got to go before my
All right.
wife leaves me.
Merry
We got to close
Christmas,
this shit up. By the
everybody.
way, I just want to point out Ravens Packers though, before I close, there's no props, man. I can't give you any props because the only props that the only players actively listed in this game pretty much are, I guess, just Derrick Henry. That's it.
Nobody knows who's playing, who's not.
Nothing. And then of course you can bet Brandon McManus or Tyler Loop. We already have kicker bets in today. I'm not going to do more. So follow me on X. I'm at bshells13. Dan, DAmbrose04. Dan, I cut you off with your holiday stuff. Fire away,
I was
man.
just saying, Merry Christmas, everybody, and hopefully we win some money.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy whatever you celebrate. And we really appreciate you guys. And we'll have another episode for Sunday games. So hold tight. All right, don't message us. We know we need to get out Sunday too. Thank you.
Yo, my raps bolted, here my memory banks that never be released. Box cut inside the apple, you're in for a treat. Paper cuts in a vicious way, running back, dead giveaway, the handoff, the cease. Reigns Tony Kukoc, I've been diagnosed with whack rapper symptoms. You might need creatine or cortisone shots. Slaughter opponents out, they couldn't find our bodies, hit it in border home plots. I'm crafting consultation.